We will be blessed tonight with videos from 6 of our former graduates who couldn't be here. Once you get into radio or television or advertising or digital media management or any of that, you have no life because you're young and they pay you nothing and you work all the time. It's only till later, you guys, when you make a lot of money. So the first tape that we will watch is right now. It'll be Matt Newton, who was the class of 21, who was news director, and more important to his career, he was sports director, and he is the most passionate sports journalist I have ever seen. He has a wonderful job with Sports Illustrated, and so let's play that.
Hey everyone, I'm sorry I can't be there with you all in person today, but I just wanted to take a minute to say hello and how honored I am to be recognized for the Whitney Award, along with some amazing fellow winners, Phineas, Kira, and Dylan, whom I'm lucky to have been friends with during my time at UVA. I'd like to express my gratitude to everyone at WUVA who helped me to get to where I am today. Last August, I was fortunate to land an amazing job just 3 months after graduating as the publisher of Cavaliers Now, an online site covering UVA sports as part of Sports Illustrated's Fan Nation network. For those of you who know me at all, you'll know that I've been a UVA fan my whole life. My parents both went to UVA, they met there, and were married at the UVA chapel. They raised me as a diehard UVA sports fan, and now, due in large part to the experience and skills I gained at WUVA, I am taking the opportunity of a lifetime to cover Virginia sports for a living, which is nothing less than a dream job for me. I would not be where I am had I not gotten lucky enough to stumble onto WUVA. A special thanks goes to Matt Kesselman for getting me started and helping me to discover a passion for sports media and journalism. I'd also like to thank tonight's honoree, Wyatt Andrews, for his mentorship, especially during the WUVA summer internship and when I took one of his courses. Wyatt helped me immensely as a video journalist, but more importantly as a writer. It was a pleasure to be able to learn under him. I'd also like to thank Professor Clay, who helped me turn my passion for sports into a career path. She was a brilliant instructor, and her classes were the most enjoyable I ever took at the university. But I'll remember most the kindness and joy that she taught with every single day. There's too many people I'd like to acknowledge and thank for helping me along the way. Kira Min, Dylan Castane, Amelia Delphos, Bryn Jefferson, David Mitchell, everyone at the WUVA sports department. I basically lived in the WUVA studio for 2 years, and I will cherish those moments with you guys forever. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
You will not find a nicer and harder working young man in this business for sure. And you know that everybody in this business is not a nice young man. And the next person you're going to hear from has a very similar story. She's from 2017. She's the former president of WUVA, Kaylee Lyons, from the year that we sold the radio station and started online.
Hi everyone, I'm Kaylee Lyons. I'm an anchor with Bloomberg Television and a graduate of UVA, class of 2017. And I was also a proud member of WUVA throughout literally my entire 4 years at Virginia. I knew when I got there that I wanted to be a journalist, but that there weren't a lot of curricular options to help gain those skills. The media studies department was still very much focused on theory rather than practice, and while a lot of those classes were super beneficial in my education, I knew I needed to get that extracurricular real-world experience. So I immediately joined WUVA, started as a reporter on print, radio, ultimately video, moved up to news director and ultimately president when I was a fourth year. But I really left the organization with a lot of skills I wouldn't have had otherwise, a portfolio of work that I could leverage as I sought internships and ultimately a job. But it wasn't just about that. It was about the people that I met along the way. A lot of the talented students I got to work with during my time there actually are now my colleagues here at Bloomberg News and Bloomberg Media. And the incredible alumni network has been super helpful throughout my career as well. The likes of Wyatt Andrews, who has always been a fantastic mentor, or Jenna Dagenhart, who helped me get not just an internship at NBC 29 while I was at the University of Virginia, but also ultimately an internship and a job here at Bloomberg, where I got to work alongside her on the TV side for many years. I really credit the experience and the people I met at WUVA with how far I've been able to come so quickly in my career. I've moved from intern to reporter to anchor here. It took about 3.5 years, which I don't think I ever could have done had I not entered the media world with such experience and a network that I knew I could get advice from, lean on when I needed it, and it really has been so critical in my professional development, everything that I got to do at UVA. So I would encourage everyone to seek out those experiences, to seek out that network, and to use them. They're so helpful. And on that note, I will leave it. Go Kings.
We're going to start the second half of our celebration while you finish dessert. And let's kick it off with another one of our former students who wanted to be here tonight, but his new media job kept him away, and this is Dylan Castane.
Hi everyone. For those of you who I haven't met before, my name is Dylan Castane. I just graduated from UVA this past spring, and I was a member of WUVA since my second year on grounds. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it tonight. I wish I could be there with you all celebrating in person, but I'd still love to just share a few words about what my experience at WUVA meant to me. And when I think about my time on grounds in general, it's almost intertwined with WUVA, and it's impossible to think of one without the other. I spent so much time working on my craft at the studio on Fontaine Avenue and just working alongside my other producers, and WUVA was just such a foundational part of my college experience. I wouldn't be where I am today in my career, as short as it may seem. I wouldn't be where I am today without WUVA. I learned so many foundational skills of video production and script writing and how to film, and just some of the great things that they've continued to do before me and that they'll continue to do after I'm gone. So it's been great to see how WUVA has grown and changed, even since I got there on grounds 2 years ago. And to speak specifically about the man of the night, Wyatt Andrews, I couldn't have done any of this without Wyatt Andrews. He was my first video production professor back my third year of college at UVA. And he just instilled in me just the love of video production, the love of crafting a story, and starting with just an idea and then seeing it through to the final process. And additionally, he helped me work on my documentary, The Hidden Battle, which was also couldn't have been done without the help and the support of WUVA. And just to see where I was when I walked into the studio my second year, a kid who had just gotten declined from his top 2 majors, all I really wanted to do was just have an avenue to talk about sports, and I had no idea where that could take me, and I'm so glad that it placed me in the hands of WUVA, and I couldn't have found a better home for those 2.5 years, because I met some of my best friends that I have today, and just the memories I was able to create, the stories I was able to create, the passion I was able to develop for video production and that I still have today would be impossible without WUVA. So once again, I'm sorry that I couldn't be there with everyone celebrating in person, but here's to another 75 years at WUVA, and I hope everyone has a fantastic night.
You'll never meet a kid who came such a long way at WUVA. Not only on the media side, but as a leader of people and a collegial person. I mean, really a wonderful kid, and he's got an incredible job at NFL Films. We're about to hear from one of our students who learned a lot of leadership skills, I think touched media at the FCC, and then went on to do other things. But she wanted to talk about WUVA, and so we'll talk to Denise Lynn from South Bend.
Happy anniversary, WUVA. This is Denise Lynn Riedel. I'm the class of 2010, and when I was at UVA, I was the general manager and also, I believe, the news editor at WUVA during my time at the college. And so just want to say happy anniversary. And it's been a long time since I've been back on grounds, but I just want to express so much appreciation to everyone affiliated with WUVA, keeping the legacy alive. I wouldn't be where I am today without WUVA. I currently live in South Bend, Indiana. I am the Chief Innovation and Information Officer for the city here. And I've been doing that for about 4 years and have really found a very fulfilling career in government technology between working at the FCC and now doing city tech, open data, and digital transformation work. It's wonderful, and I've learned so many lessons from my time at WUVA, chiefly about how to run an organization. WUVA put me in some very challenging situations in a good way. And I still carry a lot of those lessons about how to run an organization, lead a team, make tough budgetary decisions, and lead a group of people through a storm. And that I was able to be exposed to that very early in my career, and I really benefited from it. So secondly, the network at WUVA, all of the alums that helped me and guided me and showed me what was possible. I don't think I would have expected to be where I am today and to be in this job. And I might not have envisioned that if I wasn't exposed to some of the really interesting people that also used to work there and helped mentor students like me when I was there at UVA. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that had an impact on my life, and to the students. Know wherever life leads you, personal and professional, what you're learning now is really going to shape you as a leader. It's going to shape you in your career, how you work with others, and really just soak up those experiences, because in my case, it really took me down some wonderful opportunities. And so happy anniversary, WUVA, and I hope everyone's having a great time. Thank you.